What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in here on Beaufort's Own as we get ready for the South Carolina High School League 4A Girls Volleyball State Championship here at Dreer High School, featuring the May River Sharks and the Pickens Blue Flame here. Ready to go. My name is Javon Livingston on the play-by-play, and joining us again on the color commentary after she did a great job during the lower state championship, Miss Julie Bigger. How you doing tonight?
I'm wonderful. Actually, it's still morning, isn't it, technically?
Yeah, it's still early. It's 10 a.m.
Yeah, I just want to thank you for having me back this week. I had a blast last week, and I'm thrilled to be able to do this again for the Low Country and the May River Sharks. On their historic run, I should say this, on their historic run to the state finals. So here we go.
And May River has the honor of being the home team, so Pickens will serve first. If you're looking at the scoreboard, both teams are wearing black, so we're going to honor them by their secondary colors. May River blue, Pickens the red.
Oh, what just happened there? He didn't blow cadence already?
I didn't hear a whistle there on the beginning, so I'm not sure what happened. They're going to redo the point.
Yeah, a little false start there.
Premature. So Ms. Lily Clarkson to do the open and serve honors once again here for the Blue Flame. First touch there by Skirtage on the defense. Swanson gets the attack for the Lady Sharks and sending it right back for the first point.
That's their big outside hitter, Gillespie, almost leading them in all stat categories.
And Gillespie starts it off here in fashion as it should be there, right down that outside line there on that far side.
Yeah, it was a great shot, great set.
Clarkson another, Treywick that time. Touch it first at the libero there for May River. This time they go on the backside.
Fantastic dig by Izzy.
A nice one-hand save there by Hendricks there at the last second, but couldn't get to it once again.
Absolutely. I think this is going to be another battle of the liberos. That was some great ups by Hendricks on Pickens. And that was a beautiful dig by Isabel Treywick right down the line. So defense wins games, so hopefully they'll keep digging balls.
Well, in this case, championship, because this one is for all the marbles.
True story.
Gruner on the serve. Hendricks handles it, passes it to the outside. Gillespie hits it over. Gruner, the pass over to Rick. Treywick, other side to Ariel Rick that time. Strong hitting by her.
Great swing by Ariel.
Swanson, another time.
Just out, yep. That was a good connection, just missed the outside of the line there.
Excited, looking forward to see another great game after what we saw at that lower state championship, even though it was 3-1 in May River's favor. That was still an excellent game there to fight all the way to the end.
Absolutely.
Gillespie this time on the serve for the Blue Flame.
Great shot by Ariel down the line, just out of the reach of Hendricks in the back row.
And they're leaving Hendricks back there. So far, 2 shots to opposite corners. It's been hard for her to get to.
Nice hit by Gillespie, I believe, again. So that's why she's, atop their stats in kills, because they're going to set her no matter where she is. That was a back row attack. So look for her to be active wherever she is.
Chloe Morrow on to the court here for the Lady Blue Flame. Gruner behind her. Swanson.
Another good connection with Gruner to Swanson. They love that back one.
Yeah.
They do. They run that a lot, and it works. So you got to go with what works.
Trying to set outside. Almost a little bit of confusion there. Chapman able to get that one underhand. Duncan sends it over. Moore goes on the other side to Chapman once again. Swanson with the dig. Francis Scotty on the attack. Bottom of your screen. Catlin in the final point.
Yep.
Right there.
That dig just got a little bit away from Mia, but some good connections there. But they got to be able to put the ball down. You know, tips are not going to win you championships. So we got to, or everybody's got to keep swinging here.
Ashlyn Knight. Talk about the shoe game here for Pickens, the
Ooh.
Blue Flame. That's on there. It's very colorful down there.
True. Aren't they the Blue Flames, though?
Yeah. Nice dive and dig right there by Gruner to keep that alive for the defense there for the Shark. As Chapman flies in, coming and hitting that one cross court was Clarkson. And Rick right down the,
Just out. Yep.
Just out.
Just out. That almost hit the linesperson in the foot. That was a great idea. Just once again, just slowly missed. Or shortly missed.
And you know, they often call football a game of inches, but maybe they might want to change that to
right.
volleyball right there when it comes to hitting the ball on the line that close.
Woo! Great swing by Duncan. That's the way. Great set by Mia.
Yeah, that was right
she
back.
Just got that hole right there in the block. That was a great shot. Kind of a faster set on the outside, so she could beat the block, too. Good connection.
I love when the payoff comes on the dig. Unfortunately, that one was touched. Maybe keeps it going. I mean, Pickens keeps it going. But
that was another good swing by Chapman. She's their senior outside hitter. Just decides to use the block there because we didn't close that time. I'm sorry, May River didn't close that time.
And the block up front, sending it right back. Charlie Abercrombie will get the credit for that one. 7-4 goes the Blue Flame here.
Yeah, nice block by Pickens that time by number 9, Abercrombie. Yeah, she's a freshman. I can't wait to see what she does in the future.
And Rick to Gruner off a couple of fingertips there.
Wow, good call. Double. Yep. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Out. Was that outside the antenna? Nope. We're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to talk about it.
It looks like I need a little bit of discussion. We'll call the referees in here.
I thought he called a double on that second hit on the setter. But I didn't see it hit the antenna, did you? Or go outside the antenna?
I didn't think it did.
Oh, gotta have a meeting.
Take it off. And they're going to call it out, so the point's going to change here. Point's going to go to the Blue Flame.
Yeah, that's a little confusing. Have to look at the replay on that because that's a little.
Now wait till they update the score officially.
Coach Morgan's not happy with that call. So May River is home on the scoreboard. So
yeah, May River's the home squad.
8 serving 4 at this point.
Chapman on the serve. Duncan from the back row on the hit. Morrow pops that one in the air. Diving in, Treywick. Always got to love the extra effort. And a beautiful shot to the back corner.
By Clarkson, yeah. So she's a setter and a right side, so she's constantly thinking offensively. She's obviously offensive-minded, looking at her stats and how many kills that she has. And way to find the open spot on the floor. That was a beautiful time to do that.
Rick, opposite side, Gruner. Nice hit, Morrow. Look at the dig there, dropping to her knees. A little bit of teamwork there, buddy system by Gruner and Rick on the outside there. Try to get that one, and the hit by Gillespie.
Yep, Gillespie just out. Yep, good. It was a good cut. The set was a little bit outside the antenna, so she really could not get a good full swing on that. She miscontacted a little bit and just missed that outside line.
Treywick on serve there. Nice setup there in the middle, trying to get Abercrombie going.
That was a great connection in the middle with the freshman Abercrombie to kind of set up that overpass. The dig was kind of hard to control, went right up into the plane. That was a little, might have called over on that. Because you're not allowed to go up and touch the ball until it crosses the plane of the net. And we had a good view from up here. We can see that. Kind of like this angle.
Yeah, I love the second row there, a little bit higher up. We got Hendricks checking back into the game for the Lady Blue Flame. And almost a nice save there by Ariel Rick, but unfortunately an even stronger hit by the Blue Flame.
It was. Another great swing by Clarkson. Ariel almost got that up. She just couldn't control it. It was a really good hit by Clarkson.
Hendricks on the serve. Also gets the dig as it comes back from the Lady Sharks. The block up front, Bruno and Francis Scotty.
Yes, so Pickens is running a really kind of fast offense, running all kinds of plays over there. So they stuck our middle block, and then unfortunately Gillespie just hit the ball right into the tape there. She's only a sophomore too. This is really a young team.
Something that's probably in the Lady Blue Flames' favor as they build their program. And a nice shot on the outside.
Yeah, that was a very deceptive shot. She did not look like she was going to do that. She just changed direction at the last second, caught the line over there.
Yeah, you look how she contorted her body there on the instant replay, looking like she was going to go straight forward.
Yeah. That's called finishing thumbs up. So you get that good cut shot.
Swanson almost snuck one over there on the tap. Rick on the connection.
So now Sharks are going right back at us running those plays. You know, Lauren will hold the middle blocker, and then that gives Aurora a decent swing with a one-on-one on the outside. And she gets the touch on that, so that was a nice ball by Aurora.
Gruner on the serve. Hendricks takes care of business there, and the hit too far by Gillespie.
Yep, Gillespie just got that one a little bit away from her, jumped a little bit too far forward, and you know, when you take a flying leap for the ball, your momentum kind of carries that ball out of bounds.
Gruner,
great serve by Mia. Another ace by Mia. She is always back at the service line a lot. She gets a lot of points for the Sharks off of her serve. So she's got to keep this ball in play so she can stay back there.
Well, the thing I like about her, she's third on the team in serving aces, but I love that fact that every time she goes back, she doesn't rush it. She takes her time. And she grabs another one there as they couldn't get it over. 4 touches.
Yep, there's another one. So that serve set that up. So I might mark that down in the stats as an ace, although technically it probably wasn't, but it did result in the immediate point.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does take a good pre-serve ritual back there.
It's like a Giannis Antetokounmpo kind of like approach, taking a while to shoot his free throws. And a nice block
coverage.
And a nice dig by Trewick back and forth. 2 immediately good plays. Trewick with another dig there as they go to Ariel Rick to hit that one over for the back row. Chapman having to go with 2 hands there.
Oh.
And Rick's hit too far. What a great possession that was there by both teams there.
Yeah, that was a great rally. Some really good coverage in there, even when May River got blocked on both sides.
Three-point differential here. Still a tight match as Gillespie goes back to serve.
Tough serve. Yep, tough serve by Gillespie. Right to Emerson Skurdich. That ball has got a crazy float on it and just kind of drops right in front of you. It's very difficult to respond to.
A little bit of fast dribble there by Gillespie.
That's a great float serve.
Rick to hit it back over. There's Hendricks. They set it over to Chapman and a strong hit.
Yeah, by Chapman. That was a beautiful dig by Hendricks. She took her time on that with such poise, got it right to the setter, and then I think that was a tight set. We got to May River's got to get their hands up there and get that ball before it crosses plane in the net.
Gillespie, another. This time Skirtich pops that one up in the air. Rick shooting from the ground there. Swanson tried to go towards that back corner. They set that one. Opposite side to the bottom of your screen there was Catlin. And Gillespie. Attack from the ground there. Aurora Rick this time off the fingertip.
Wow, great pancake. That ball's up. Oh, no.
And we're going to take a look at the instant
I'm
replay
looking at
there
that
to see
replay. I'm sorry, that ball was up. That ball was up.
And you see the confusion there. They wanted.
I think she got it. I
Barely
mean, the
got
ball
a hand
came
under
straight
there.
up right after that, but oh well. I'm not on the stand, so.
It is what it is. Once the next play starts, or next rally starts, it's over. Chapman tried to sneak one there on the opposite side there in the corner, just outside the marker, but Duncan.
Great shot by Duncan, yeah. Great deceptive shot right to the hole. That ball's going to go down. You know, so they definitely did not see that coming.
Aurora Rick on the serve for the Lady Sharks. Gillespie.
Another good swing by Gillespie from the back row. Ouch. Double hit on Aurora Rick.
And Davins and Hendricks is going to come out. Morrow and Abercrombie on to the floor here. We'll go to Swanson. Clarkson on the dig over to Morrow. Get it right back to Clarkson. Skirtich pops that one in the air. Gruner to Duncan going cross court and in.
Nice shot by Duncan. That was a great set by Mia. Good choice. Beautiful dig by Emerson Skirtich on that point as well.
Skirtich out, Francis Scotty in. One of the leading blockers here for this Lady Sharks team. And Swanson, a great combination at the front. And Rick gets blocked. Charlie Abercrombie.
That was tough. Yeah, that was a really nice block. That's a tough ball. You know, Ariel transitioned on that, but so she dug the ball first, and then that's really hard for a right side to get all the way back out there and to be able to take a good swing at the ball. But if May River wants to keep winning some points, they got to get up there and cover that a little bit better.
Serve. We go to Duncan there towards the bottom of the screen and in the middle of the defense.
Yeah, another great shot by Josie Duncan. She just hit a little off speed there and just kind of dropped it right in front of the defender in the back row.
Nice serve there by Rick. They sent it inside and home.
There's Abercrombie, their big middle freshman. Great connection, good spot right there in the deep corner. That ball's going to go down every time. Not much that the Sharks can do to combat that unless you get a good block touch on it.
They go to Gruner this time, and she kind of bobbles her way through that block there.
That was a beautiful set by Ariel to the outside to Mia, and she just muscled it right through the block. Those balls are the hardest to dig. You know, those ping pong, pinball balls that go straight to the floor.
Gillespie.
Wow, nice hustle.
Rick with the hit. Goes off of the block attempt there, and May River Portland was in too.
So May River's moving the ball around a little bit more on offense. So not just setting the high outside ball, bringing Aurora in so they can beat the block. So good strategy by the Sharks here.
I think that's the biggest part of the game today. Well, this morning, I would normally say tonight, but the biggest part of the game this morning.
Yeah, this morning.
In the early start, 10 a.m. here tonight. But It's different, especially when you get to this point, because every team can play at this point. You know you have the athletes, so coaching is going to be a big thing. You're going to have to get to more design plays and
Absolutely.
everything like that to be able to win this game here tonight. But a one-point match here early. And a timeout called by the Blue Flame.
Yeah, we talk a lot in our practices about just winning your points. You know, when you're looking at the other side, where are the holes? Where do you need to put the ball? And some of that does come from coaching. You feel like, okay, hey, let's run this better of an offense. You know, let's change it up. We're going to change our plays and, you know, find those open holes on the other side. So I think May River's done a good job of, you know, reacting to that. Now the score, I really, when I'm doing this, I never look at the score. I'm just focused so much on the good volleyball that's going on. I mean, and this is some great quality volleyball, you know, and I just love the game of volleyball. And you know, there's great plays going on both sides. So May River was down a couple points, I think, right? And now they're back into it, so they're down one.
So they got down by at the largest lead so far here in the first set was 5. They're clawing back into it.
Yeah, maybe May River just like playing in the morning.
Well,
Because, you know, usually their first games in the nighttime there takes them a little while to get going.
There we go, set
Beautiful.
outside, Gillespie.
It was a beautiful set. So she really changed the flow. She was back behind target that time, pushed the ball all the way to the outside, and Franciscotti just got kind of tricked and did not make it all the way to the outside. So that hitter did a great job of getting her hitter a one-on-one on the outside.
Well, I think the thing for May over here is that they have to. I feel like they have to win set number 1, and not just because, but you know, so far they've been a late starting team. Even throughout the playoffs, they always give up that first set, which is when you get to a team like this and you're playing a team like Pickens, who's won multiple state championships and is always in a perennial state championship contender, and you're fighting for your first to start your program. You want to get off to a good start. Don't want to get into that hole.
Absolutely. That was a beautiful tip by Ariel. Tipping is all about timing, and that was a perfect time to do that. Went straight down. Oh. Wow, great hustle. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
A beautiful defensive rally right there from the Lady Blue Flame.
Yeah, I don't know what happens on that transition with Gillespie.
And unfortunately,
she didn't get a real good approach on that, and not a great swing. So she just hit it a foot out.
Yeah, probably wasn't ready after they tried to rally for it. You thought you already had gave up the point.
Yeah, that was a great hustle by Hendricks that time.
Rick on the dig. Treywick sets it up to Aurora Rick on the backside there. They go set in the middle. Nice save there. Treywick and two on the ground.
Nice hustle, Skirtich. See, that was another perfect time to tip that ball.
And man, these ladies are having some great rallies that are worthy of some instant replays, regardless of if they've gotten the point or not.
Great rally, great hustling on both sides. I mean, you can just sit. So when you see girls going all out like that, you know that they want it, and you know that they want to win. That ball was pretty close on the line. Looked a little out to me, but oh well.
And I apologize, I awarded the wrong point. I thought that was going to Mayor at Pickens' point there. So 2019, Pickens still with the lead, haven't surrendered it yet.
Beautiful dig by Treywick. There's Gillespie. That was a much better approach, and she caught the line that time. Dig to kill, though, or dig to attempt on Sharks. You know, they got to connect that ball with Swanson so she can just, you know, swing instead of just kind of reaching for that tip.
Clarkson on the serve. Rick to Gruner, back corner.
Beautiful spot by Mia. She loves to do that, and that goes down for points all the time. Okay, now here's their number 1 server back on the line, Mia, who gets them a lot of points. So let's see if they can jump out to the lead here.
Yeah, nice serve there by Gruner. Hendricks takes care of it. Skirtage on the dig as the attack comes back there her way.
Good coverage.
And just letting us block it.
Yep.
preparing for the block on that one.
Well, it was a great job by Aurora, covering herself that time. Just couldn't control it. A little too tight for Mia to handle there. But Pickens has put up some solid blocks.
Gillespie sends it over. Gruner the set behind her to Rick. And off some fingertips. And they didn't call a touch on that.
No, they did. That referee called the touch. I saw her.
I'm going to go back up just a little bit too far there.
That ball absolutely changed direction. And the down ref, the line judge called it.
Yeah,
I think they need to go send the captains over there to talk to the up official. No, they gave the point to Pickens that time. I mean, that ball obviously changed direction.
Well, I think that's what he originally called it, but then I saw him do a little, put up a T and then say flip it.
I don't know. Did we instant replay that one?
No, it was just a little bit too far for me to go back because I waited. I should have did it instantly.
Darn it.
After the replay, just a little bit too far on me.
Yeah, I mean, there's absolutely a touch, and you can't make those kind of mistakes in a tight match like this and state championships. You know, they have the best officials here for state championships, and that will definitely hurt the Sharks. But it's an uncontrollable. You know, you always teach your players to never argue with the officials, and what they say goes. And sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't.
That was a
timeout. Just something you have to deal with.
And that was a timeout by Coach Hedricks. I thought they were reviewing the point there, so Pickens is going to get that point. What a shocking call right there in the final moments of this first set.
Absolutely. Oh goodness, the fans are not happy.
That's not a call that was on the line. That was in the middle of the court.
Beautiful shot by Lauren right to that deep corner again.
Yeah,
way to find the open spot.
Yeah, instead of it being 23-22 right now, they still are in the 2-point hole there, and a large way to go here in a game that might be tight, go all the way to the fifth set.
So that was their senior outside again. Chapman, she's having some great swing. She's having a good match. Just tooled that block, got it to go out of bounds. Game point for Pickens.
Swanson coming in with the hit there on the attack. So the back corner, Skirtich gets one hand, Dellerick, and the Blue Flame are going to win set number one.
That was another great spot. Anything pretty much that's going to the deep corner is going down on both sides. That's just a shame they missed that.
So Pickens going to win the first set, 25-21. We'll take a break. We'll be right back here on Beaufort Zone.
Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app.
Beaufort is the kind of place you never want to leave. So what better place to build, live out dreams, and carve the future? A place for creators to converge and connect. The innovators, the moneymakers, the collaborators, those who imagine a new Beaufort and beyond. A place that intersects diversity, deep historical roots, and modern technological advancements. A place to scale your business and build your brand. We're the Beaufort Digital Corridor, your co-working space, business incubator, and technological hub. Welcome to your place to do more.
Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app.
Beaufort is the kind of place you never want to leave. So what better place to build, live out dreams, and carve the future? A place for creators to converge and connect. The innovators, the moneymakers, the collaborators, those who imagine a new Beaufort and beyond. A place that intersects diversity, deep historical roots, and modern technological advancements. A place to scale your business and build your brand. We're the Beaufort Digital Corridor, your co-working space, business incubator, and technological hub. Welcome to your place to do more.
Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app.
Beaufort is the kind of place you never want to leave. So what better place to build, live out dreams, and carve the future? A place for creators to converge and connect. The innovators, the moneymakers, the collaborators, those who imagine a new Beaufort and beyond. A place that intersects diversity, deep historical roots, and modern technological advancements. A place to scale your business and build your brand. We're the Beaufort Digital Corridor, your co-working space, business incubator, and technological hub. Welcome to your place to do more.
Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app.
Beaufort is the kind of place you never want to.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into set number 2, 25-21. In favor of Pickens was the score of set number 1, and set number 2 is greener, and they're going to get point number 1 here to start off as well, the lead for Pickens.
Great swing by Chapman to squeeze that right through the block.
So what did you see there in the first set by both teams? What does Pickens need to do to continue their success, and what does May River need to do to climb back into this game?
You know, I was kind of expecting a little bit more offensively from both teams. Both teams have some really big hitters. The defense has been great on both sides. You know, I'd like to see the teams earn their points and, you know, have those kills and have those aces.
And definitely this has been a defensive match mostly before, like you said, a lot of diving. You haven't seen too much explosion like you see right there from Rick
Great
just
hustle.
now.
Yep.
And then you got Aurora Rick skying to the back to save it from going out of bounds after it was touched. And that's mostly what you've seen tonight. And there's a play out the net.
I think Knight, who's a senior setter, I think she was a little too tight there. I think she hit the net. She couldn't really do much with that ball except try to get to the outside, a little bit too low. Good hustling on the May River side. Chapman sure does like that sharp cross-court shot.
Working on it, but a hit down the middle of Carly Abercrombie.
Yep, there's their freshman middle again, Abercrombie. She's doing a great job working in the middle. Middle's probably, in my mind, one of the hardest positions to play because you work so hard all the time and you don't get set that often, but you still got to be an option offensively. So she's been doing well.
Serve into the net. And talk about both of these teams coming in, and both teams, they didn't knock off anybody else. Both of these teams knocked off the 1 seed en route to their state championship appearance.
Absolutely, they did. It's been a hard road for both of these teams to get here. Little finesse shot there by Gillespie. It was a great spot because she was pulled inside of the antenna, just to tip it right back towards the line. That's a hard shot for anybody to pick up.
Served by Clarkson. Gruner to Rick and a beautiful hit.
Yeah, Ariel has such a strong swing. And she jumps out of the gym. So way to be aggressive and stay aggressive and win your points, earning your points. That's kind of what I'd like to see from both sides, is not to just kind of hang around and wait for the other team to make a mistake. I want to see them
Be
win
aggressive.
and earn their points, yeah. And then, kind of put a stamp on it. Either team at this point.
And Rick on the serve. Into the arms of Hendricks, falls down there. Trying to receive that one. Off the fingertips of Rick. Harden comes in to save the day there for the Sharks to get it back over.
Yeah, May Rivers' block is doing a good job of taking some heat off of the swing. I mean, we're just a little bit late getting to that ball. But, again, a good swing by Catlin at times. Another one of their seniors. Kind of muscling it through the block again.
Gillespie on the serve. Duncan. Nice dive right there by Hendricks. And once again, another hit.
Interesting strategy by Pickens here. I don't think that they really need to change their offense that much, but now they're starting to tip the ball. They haven't really gotten blocked, but the tips are going down, so I guess you got to go with what works.
Well, that's a good test.
So let's see if May River can, start reading that and picking that up.
Here we go. Gillespie on the serve. They send it back via Gruner, who gets the kill.
Yeah, great swing by Mia to hit it around the block and not let them get a touch to take some of that heat off. So Hendricks just couldn't handle it.
Sherwick on the serve. Hendricks take care of business that time. Chapman.
Yeah, little miscommunication on the Pickens side. She kind of ran in for an inside set. Some people call them huts or gaps. It just kind of depends on the way that you communicate with your hitters. So she couldn't get back out to the outside and keep that in play. Nice up.
Hendricks sets that one for Chapman. Sends that one over with two hands. Lady Sharks go to Gruner, go across the court. Clarkson falling back.
Yep, free ball.
To play defense on that one. They go to Gruner again. Trying to go down the line, or down the net, should I say. Nice dig by Rick. And Aurora Rick to hit
a good shot.
The bottom. Getting it back to Chapman and off a couple of fingertips. Point Pickens.
Yeah, that was really good work by Chapman on the outside. So she dug that ball and she got all the way to the outside to take a great approach, great swing, and puts it away.
Morrow, the serve here for the Lady Blue Flame. We got the
great
Rick
swing down the line
attack
by Aurora.
Time, a little bit of softer touch that time, trying to go towards that line at the bottom.
Sloppy dig there, but she got it up.
Just a little bit too far. The defense didn't have to do much on that attack.
Yeah, another good rally. That set just got away from me a little bit.
And the Blue Flame with the lead 7-6 here. First lead change here of the set.
Tough serve.
Rick tomorrow, he gets the dig. Chapman sends it back over to Rick, forcing Rick to play on the defensive side.
Wow, nice dig.
An attack.
Nice dig by Gillespie.
Yeah, Gillespie, nice play. And then Rick that time off the fingertips of the block.
So obviously defense has been great on both sides. So everybody's got to show some patience and some poise to be able to wait and be able to take those good swings and put the ball away when you get it. So that was a great job by Aurora, muscling it through that block that time.
Tied up at 7 here. Skirtage trying to look to take the lead. And the hit
Just
to the
out.
outside.
Yep, that was just out. Great run, though, by Abercrombie. She's a solid athlete. That was a great run. She just missed the outside of that line.
And Chapman, she tried to go for a beautiful directional shot. She tried to realize no one was in that corner next to the referee stand. She almost had it, just a little bit short under the net.
She was really early, so she was on her way down when she was trying to tip that ball. So I think that was too much of a high set for they're trying to run that fast offense again.
Morrow sliding to the ground from the dig, bottom of your screen.
Yep.
That's Catlin. The attack, Gruder running into the block there. Rick gets by the block and slides it past Morrow.
That's
the
great offensive choices.
Yeah.
Great offensive choices by May River. By being able to push that ball all the way to the outside is really difficult for the middle blocker to close. So, and great job on Aurora for putting that ball away.
A little soft touch by Chapman. Tried to catch May River lacking there. Bottom of your screen there. Catlin on the attack. They're going to Gruner at the top. And another call there. Close call.
Yeah, that looked into me. You got that on replay? Yeah, nope, that was just out. Just out.
Some close calls here. That one right over the line.
Yeah, so May River's responding well to what Chapman's doing over here with the tips, so they're finally reacting to that and picking those up. So I wonder if Pickens is going to change anything at this point.
And a beautiful hit by Gruner.
Yes, nice job by Mia. A little bit of an off speed there. Hitting that in between two defenders on Pickens' side. She looks like she's hurting a little bit. Morrow.
Yeah, well, she's been to the court a couple of times there to try to save some plays. Even the ones.
She looks like she's in some pain right now. You don't like to see that happen.
Gruner set Swanson in the middle of the defense.
Yeah, that was a great pass to set that up. Good connection from Gruner to Swanson. And then for Lauren to see that double block and then just tip right over it, you know, for that ball to go down, that's a great play for her to keep making. Got to go with what works. A kill's a kill no matter how hard it goes down.
No matter how it goes down.
Yep, get your points, get your points.
8-12, a timeout by the Lady Blue Flame. We'll step away for a quick moment. We'll be right back here on Beaufort Zone. Welcome back, everybody, here on Beaufort Zone. Mia Gruner to serve after the timeout break by the Lady Blue Flame, and gotta love that net, baby.
Yeah, again, Mia gets so many points off her serve, and she does a great job. She's patient. She's taking her deep breath back there. She's doing her pre-serve ritual, and she's doing a great job for her team.
Coming up for the hit, Lily Clarkson there for the Lady Blue Flame. Nice hit on the outside. They're going to Chapman again. You see her backing up, getting ready for it.
Yep, Chapman's starting to swing again now.
And Rick starting to swing as well.
Beautiful
Down the
shot
line.
by Aurora. Great job. Great defense by Isabel Trawick there. I think she had 2 digs in that rally. And look at her just turn that right down the line. Hendricks just can't get all the way over there.
And now the largest lead so far of the match in set number 2 with a 6-point lead for May River. Down by 5 there in the first set. And Mia Gruner with another ace.
Yeah, Gillespie is having a hard time handling that Gruner serve there, so they just had her step back out of serve receive. Yep. That was a great run, though, by Mia. She got them a lot of points, and she stayed aggressive, and she went for it, and that's exactly what you want them to do. So let's see how Pickens responds to being down 6 points.
Chapman on the serve there for the Lady Blue Flame. Sitting right back.
Great dig by Lauren.
Gillespie was right there at the net, sending it right back down. Chapman comes in, saves that one, gets something back for the Lady Blue Flame there, forcing the May River having to make a play. They go over to Gillespie, off angle attack.
Yeah, nice save by Knight there at the net. You know, Pickens has just kind of got to clean it up just a tiny bit. You know, keep their passes off the net so their setter can get decent sets to their hitters. But great job by Lauren. Good connection with Mia on putting that ball down. There's another tight pass by Pickens.
Duncan there at the bottom, just outside of the line. Pickens shortening the lead back to 6 there as they grab another.
Yeah, nice try there by Josie going for that spot. It was open. She just missed it.
Well, I think that what's happening here so far is I think the defensive side there, maybe we're starting to find some spot. Pickens in that first set, it seems like the defense was a little bit more polished. Even you want to say the
great up by Chapman.
Yeah, the routine plays, the out of routine plays that they were scrambling for, it still looked like they were polished and in position like they've been there before. And
I agree.
the second set, it looks like they're a little bit out of whack, just a little bit.
Yep. Yep, a little bit. That was a nice swing by Clarkson there. She kind of mixed it up from going her sharp angle and kind of put it deep corner that time, right in between Gruner and Skurdich.
Chapman up in the air, soft touch in the front there by Kinley Davis. Now they go back to Gillespie.
Yeah, Gillespie just missed down the line. That was some good defense on for Josie Duncan that time, dropping off the net and picking up that tip by Davis. And Gillespie just missed down the line. It was a great idea.
Block up front, Francis Scotty. Rally Rick, this time her hit's blocked, and she couldn't get by Davis and Gillespie on the outside.
Yeah. I think Arrow was just a little bit early on that approach, so she was kind of on her way back down, hitting it into the tape.
Rick sends it over underhand. Hendricks pops it up. They try to go to Davis in the middle, block Francis Scotty.
Yeah, that was a hard connection that Pickens just tried to make. So the setter was pulled off the net. The middle blocker didn't stay behind the center, so she can't see the block. And Francis Scotty does a great job of penetrating the net and keeping that ball on the other side.
Pickens, the hit from Gillespie.
Nice dig by Ariel.
Hard in the pass over to Duncan. And coming down the line and the hit was Catlin for Lady Pickens. And Duncan trying to go one-on-one.
Yeah, she didn't get the touch that time. Just hit it into the tape. Again, great. We're having some great defensive plays. I mean, we're digging really well. And, you know, they got to be able to turn it around in transition. Both teams for points.
Bottom of the screen, Gruner tried to float that one just over the block there.
Ooh.
They're going to call 4.
4 hits.
I don't think that was 4.
No.
See the call there. See if we got the whole possession there. Just a little bit too far back for us there, but they called 4. That was a point for May River.
Yeah, I don't see that.
Well, I guess that evens up the touch from the first set.
Yeah, there you go. See, this is why you don't complain about it. Beautiful swing by Chapman. Wow. She went for that one, and you could just see it in her eyes. She was going to blast that ball.
Still a 5-point game, a little bit more than halfway here to set number 2. A 5-point set, yeah, I'd say. Morrow back in.
Good eye in the back row by Mian Harden, defensive specialist. Good communication from the Sharks. Skirtich back up to serve.
Sends it over. Chapman
that was a beautiful pass.
Yeah, they go right back to her. You see her kind of creep up to get ready.
And she ran
a
quick middle off that pass. That was impressive. There she is again. Great hustling.
One hand by Skirtich. Glass up hand by everybody there.
That was a great point. Absolute great point. Wow. Great hustling on both sides. Chapman passed that first ball and ran a quick set. I mean, that's just some pure athleticism right there. But May River ends up with that point.
They got Chapman working Chapman on the outside, and her hit just too far.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're trying to line her up and let her tee off, but just a little bit too far.
She's their Spitfire right now, and you can see it. She's doing her best over here to try to absolutely crush balls, and you can't get frustrated when calls don't go your way. No, so we'll see how she responds to that when she comes back out on the floor.
And we'll take a break. I think that was their second timeout. I think for some reason our scoreboard didn't reset the timeout until we came back. I thought that was, I don't think they called the timeout already when we said 1.
So.
But I didn't want to argue with myself, so I let it be.
Yeah.
But we'll take a break, 30 seconds. We'll be back. Set number 2. Welcome back, everybody. Set number 2, an 8-point advantage for May River. It looks like they might take care of set number 2 to even it up 1-1, but who's to say? Don't get sent over by Gruner to the back corner.
That deep corner again. Great shot by Mia. Nice little off-speed roll shot to the deep corner. Great set by Ariel.
Started to the side, Swanson.
With authority.
And that's what you were looking for right there.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, volleyball is a game of momentum, and I wish y'all could have heard the crowds during the timeout, the last timeout. But Emerson Skirtich had a great serve that time to set up that overpass, and Swanson did exactly what she was supposed to do and just pummel it. We call that feeding the animals. They feed you, you eat it up.
In the middle, the set.
Great play, good connection by Abercrombie. Nice dig though. But that set was just a little too short for Ariel to get in there and put it over.
And then the state championship after a tightly contested first set. They were a 9-point lead from May River in set number 2.
Yeah.
Such a big swing there. The serve, Ashley Knight, and down the middle.
Great job by Swanson. Great pass by Aurora. Beautiful set by Ariel. Great connection with Swanson. Like, she gets them fired up. She is their most powerful hitter with the highest hitting percentage, and great job to get the ball to her to get them fired up. We'll see if they can take this momentum into game 3.
And when you want to talk about momentum, talking about overcoming those odds and how volleyball, each set is just a big swing. You want to talk about a 4-point loss to a 10-point win in set number 2. We've seen it all. We come in volleyball. We've seen both teams blow out each other in the same match, just back-to-back sets. So interesting matchup here. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Set number 2 on the way. Set number 3, excuse me.
Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app.
Beaufort is the kind of place you never want to leave. So what better place to build, live out dreams, and carve the future? A place for creators to converge and connect. The innovators, the moneymakers, the collaborators, those who imagine a new Beaufort and beyond. A place that intersects diversity, deep historical roots, and modern technological advancements. A place to scale your business and build your brand. We're the Beaufort Digital Corridor, your co-working space, business incubator, and technological hub. Welcome to your place to do more.
Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app.
Beaufort is the kind of place you never want to leave. So what better place to build, live out dreams, and carve the future? A place for creators to converge and connect. The innovators, the moneymakers, the collaborators, those who imagine a new Beaufort and beyond. A place that intersects diversity, deep historical roots, and modern technological advancements. A place to scale your business and build your brand. We're the Beaufort Digital Corridor, your co-working space, business incubator, and technological hub. Welcome to your place to do more.
Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app.
Beaufort is the kind of place you never want to leave. So what better place to build, live out dreams, and carve the future? A place for creators to converge and connect. The innovators, the moneymakers, the collaborators, those who imagine a new Beaufort and beyond. A place that intersects diversity, deep historical roots, and modern technological advancements. A place to scale your business and build your brand. We're the Beaufort Digital Corridor, your co-working space, business incubator, and technological hub. Welcome to your place to do more.
Welcome back, everybody, in set number 3 here on Beaufort Zone. It's tied up 1-1 for the 2024 Girls 4A Volleyball State Championship. And some last-second hands, but May River is going to get the opening point here in set number 3.
Yeah, that was a nice tip by Lauren. Left-handed, quick to the floor. That's what you want to see.
You want to see how much they're going to feature Chapman. They tried to a lot in set number 2 for Pickens, and, I had to look just to see, what the reason for it is. And
oh, there's Mia back on the service line. She does a great job back there.
But yeah, Chapman, she's top 3 statistically in every top stat that we have for Pickens, except for, I believe, assists and blocks. which
Yeah.
is kind of unreal for for on this team.
Trying to see if she's in the back row right now. So you got Gillespie up front. So that was Davis, one of their other freshmen. This is really a young Pickens team. I actually run into one of their assistant coaches on the club circuit, and he runs a great program with 864.
Swanson tried to put a little bit of power on that one. It wasn't too much there. Pickens able to handle it. Treywick, the set. Rick, her attack runs into the block of Davis and crew.
Great swing by Ariel. That was some great poise by Mia, too, on that coverage. She just took her time, like she knew it was coming to her, and handled that coverage ball really well to help set that up for Ariel.
And 3-1, Aurora Rick on the serve. Goes to the ground there to keep that alive. Opposite side, Ariel Rick was waiting. That one popped up into the air. The attack by Clarkson. Rick off the fingertips of Chapman and Davis. This time they go back to Catlin at the bottom of the screen.
Again, great defense on both sides.
Yeah, this is a lot of what you saw in that first set.
There's Chapman again. So that was another inside set to kind of help her get around the block, and she put it straight down to the floor. Good swing by Chapman.
Yeah, you saw a lot of that. You want to talk about a defensive, rally of play, whatever you want to call it, right there. That's a lot of what we saw in that first set, but a lot of the 50-50, the close calls were in favor of Pickens. And then you want to see the game get back to that, even though the favor, a 10-point, definitely would keep neighbor fans happy, but
Oh, yeah.
a close game definitely be entertaining.
That was a great swing by Chapman. Great digs by Emerson Skirtich in the back there. Ooh. Another great deep corner shot by Swanson. Again, both teams are playing great defense. They just all kind of keep digging each other and just kind of hanging around until somebody eventually either has a hitting error or, puts the ball away. And obviously like to see people putting it away. Ooh.
And a strong hit. Treywick couldn't handle that one.
That was phenomenal hit by, that was Abercrombie, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, she just crushed it. And Treywick almost had it up with her shoulder that time. So, way to react. Good job by the freshman, Abercrombie.
Serve sent over by Knight once again, and Harden was trying to avoid it. With just a little bit of confusion there. It was in the way, couldn't move, and game tied up at 4-4.
That can't happen in games like this. You can't give away points like that. You got to talk. You got to be aggressive. It was a good serve, though, by Knight.
Harden able to get a handle on it that time to Gruner to Rick.
Good choice.
Finds a soft spot.
Yeah, so Mia was drawn forward that time and out of target. So what she did was called changing the flow of the game. So she tricked the block, got Ariel the one-on-one on the right side, and that was beautiful. Classic volleyball right there.
Rick on the serve and off the fingertips and an ace for the Lady Sharks.
Yeah, so that pretty much landed, I think, right on Abercrombie's head. Not much she could do about that.
Gillespie the hit from the top of your screen. Rick the set to Duncan and too far, way over the line. I'm going to call that from here.
Yep, that was a great dig, good set. Duncan just kind of let that one get away from her.
Try to get a soft touch in the middle, but Abercrombie was right there ready for it. A high one sent over the net. The big call in the middle. A lot of
middle's exchanging blocks.
Abercrombie right in the middle. Nice defense. Treywick and Harden. Duncan sends it over. Over to Clarkson. This time, Rick and Harden got tangled up, but was ready for it that time. Able to make a play, learning from their mistakes. And Gillespie, strong attack there. Harden with the dig. And Duncan gets the kill. What a great.
Yeah, another really long rally. I mean, the defense has just been great. And way to be patient with that. Josie Duncan, again, little off-speed shot just to drop it right in front of that defender. Good job putting the ball away.
7-5. Here we go. Defense.
Nice save.
A lot of hands putting together to make some saves here. Gillespie runs into the block.
Beautiful.
Francis Scotty and Gruner.
Yeah. Again, that was a great swing, good set. Way to close by Ella and Mia pushing that ball back over the net.
May River on the serve. That's Treywick. Knight over to Gillespie. Bottom of your screen, Ariel Rick. Excuse me, that was Aurora Rick. Apologize. And the soft touch, Treywick couldn't get to it as Clarkson drops that one to the court.
Yeah, you could see she saw that tip coming too. That was a nice placement. I didn't remember who hit that ball. It must have been Clarkson.
And here we go. Another serve there by the Lady Pickens. Off the fingertip there, Davis. But it goes, ricochets their own side. That one goes out.
That was a good job by Davis to close. They just got to turn their hands in on that block and angle it back in so the block goes back into the court.
Skirtage led them down that final stretch there. They won set number 2 back behind the line. Nice serve. That one off the block there. Sherlock sets that up for Gruner. Another block.
Nice coverage. Oop. That's okay. At least, you know, great blocks again by Pickens getting up there. Good coverage by May River. And Isabel was aggressive, but just hit that one into the net.
Clarkson sends that one over. Swanson with
Great
the aggression.
up by Hendricks. Wow.
With the one hand and up front with the block, and they're going to give it to May River. Getting a strong hit to get him out of position.
It was a beautiful connection to Lauren, and then they just couldn't handle the dig.
Gruner takes her time, almost comes away with one. Chapman had a hard time handling that one.
Nice up by Skirtich.
Rick into the net. No one around to help her play that one.
Yep, that was a little misconnection with Mia and Lauren that time. It happens. And when that does happen, you kind of like your left side player to be able to come in and set that ball over.
Gillespie sends it over. And right back, Chapman. Skirtich was ready for it. They're trying to play it out of that marker. Nice play.
Yeah,
and
good
Gruner to save.
Great shot by Aurora. And I'll tell you what, Chapman is working so hard over there, and that was a great dig by Izzy, right to Aurora. Beautiful way to use the block to make that ball go down. Right down the line by Aurora, right off Gillespie's right arm.
And I barely saw caught that one as I was updating and making sure the score is correct there. Nice serve by Rick down the line.
That was a beautiful, confident, aggressive serve. Nice up by Hendricks.
Yeah, she's warmed up there. Even though they won that first set, it seems like she was a little bit slow easing into the start of this game. But man, Hendricks and that back row, man, she is flowing left and right.
Well, I think she's kind of picking up on the fact that the Sharks love to go to that deep corner. So she's doing a great job hustling and getting touches on those balls and getting them up in the air.
And you know, I'm not sure you want to talk about Hendricks She's listed as 25 on the roster. We caught she's number 24 doing the announcements, and we go through the stats, and she's not leading. So I don't know if maybe she was injured for part of the year or anything like that. She's definitely not topping, any of the stats. So you wasn't expecting to see her performance here. And so far here, as we get later into the game, she started off the match, and she's the libero, and so far she's been doing great other than that first set.
Right. Well, and Pickens only uses her half of the time. So you have the other D-spec going in. I believe that's Chloe Morrow. Beautiful block by Duncan and Franciscotti. Way to close. Chapman's trying to fire her team up over there. And if you listen to Abercrombie, she's doing a good job of screaming for that ball. She wants it.
And that time it goes to Chapman.
Yeah, she wants it. I love her. She has got such intensity, such passion for the game. I love watching players like that.
Yeah, you can tell
she's going to leave it all on the court today, no matter what, win or lose.
And you can
she's got to be one of their captains too. I can't imagine that she's not.
Yeah, she's one of the seniors. And like I said, if you top 30, I would find it hard to believe. Maybe if she wasn't, she's one of the few seniors on this team for Pickens. And if she wasn't at the start of the season, you're top 3 across the board statistically. There's not a way you don't ease into it unless you have some off-the-court behavior issues.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, those types of players like that are coaches' dreams. You want those kids in your program. Great serve, ace by Ariel. So now all the momentum is going to the Sharks. Pickens is getting a little frustrated. And that's why they called that timeout.
Yeah, they're frustrated. Listen, you come out, you win the first set, you're the perennial state championship contender, and you come out in that first set and you win by 4. It's a tight game, but you win the opening set. Usually that's supposed to be the sign. But then Maryville comes back and wins by 10, and now we're halfway through set number 3. They're up by 6. You know what I'm saying? So
and I have never seen this May River crowd be this vocal. That's great. That's great to see. The crowd is into it. It hypes up the girls. They're all pretty excited. Volleyball is such a game of momentum, and it's so mental. It's about your mentality. And, considering that Pickens is a perennial state champion, you think that they'd be handling this just a tiny bit better. But the Sharks are doing a great job of keeping the pressure on and not allowing Pickens any opportunity to get any momentum back on their side. 6-point lead now, so let's see how Pickens reacts after this timeout.
Crowd's getting into it during the timeout break, as you mentioned. And, unfortunately, it sucks that you wait until the state championship to get this momentum, this kind of crowd and energy at volleyball games. You wonder what it could be all the time.
Yeah, so this is what I call keeping your foot on the gas. And great job by Ariel. Pickens is kind of struggling in their communication a little bit. It's really hard to play under this type of pressure, especially when you're so young. They really need Chapman to continue to step up and try to lead them. Franciscotti.
Being aggressive. We don't see that all the time. She's usually on the defensive prowess for them. She took a little advantage there. Duncan, her hit too far.
Yep. No, that was a good run by Ella. Great dig by Pickens. Picking that, sharp angle from Franciscotti up.
Pickens. I see what you did there.
Yeah. Hey, this is only my second time commentating, so I'm bound to have some
the Woody Zingers, yeah, Woody Zingers, they're gonna come. They're gonna come.
Yep.
For sure, they're gonna Gillespie and the block, Franciscotti and Gruner. Gotta love the sound of the collision right there with the volleyball.
Yeah, that was another great play. Mia was just a little off bounds when she tried to put that shot back over. You got to get solid on your feet so you can take a good swing at the ball.
5-point game, 5-point set with still a distance to go. Chapman on the serve, a little bit of heat on that one. You see her fire and Gillespie.
Yep. She's doing her best to get them fired up. That was a real aggressive serve. She's just going for it. She's going to leave it all on the court at this point.
And then one of those things I wish we had right now is I wish we had some floor clamps so we could get a floor cam so we get a close-up shot on Chapman, man. The amount of anger that is in her face, and I don't want to say it's anger, I want to say at least competitiveness.
I'm going to call it intensity.
Intensity. There you go.
She is super intense. She's dialed in. She's trying to, lead her team, get her team back into it, being down 5 points.
She is fired up for sure. You can see that in her face.
Ooh. Great shot by Mia. Yeah, I think that the ref missed that open hand slap on the third ball over.
Trewick on the serve. Hendricks handles it back over to the court, sent back. Chapman.
Ooh, nice hit by Chapman. Yep, right to that deep corner again. Ariel just let it roll right off the tips of her fingers. But yeah, another kill for Chapman.
Hendricks on the serve. Rick to Rick on the connection, and it hits the court.
Yeah, that was glorious shot by Aurora. So as an offensive player, what you want to do is you want to start off the game just swinging away and banging away. So the defense is sitting on their heels waiting for a big hard hit, and they definitely were not ready for that little roll shot Aurora just threw in there. That was fantastic. And the frustration on Chapman's face right now kind of says it all. And that ball, dropped kind of right in the middle of everybody. We call that campfire defense, where you're all sitting around the campfire watching the ball drop.
And I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, I had that score wrong just a little bit. It is 2014. 2014 is your official score after the second timeout call here by Pickens. Talk about fired up the crowds are here for the state championship. The first game to open.
Yeah.
Somebody screaming at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I know. Well, they're not as fired up in this timeout, that's for sure. Morgan always, or Coach Hedrick,
Coach Hedrick.
Coach Hedrick does a good job of keeping her kids focused. And, just kind of staying in the moment, 1 point at a time. You can't look too far ahead, and you certainly can't look behind. If any of my friends that are Ted Lasso fans out there, be a goldfish. 10-second memory, you make a mistake, you forget it, and you move on. And that was kind of a theme last year for us in our gym. You got to learn to be resilient.
And no timeout left for Pickens. 2014, here comes Skirtage once again. The same position, trying to finish out set number 4.
Great swing by Gillespie right down the line. That was a great choice, too, for set from Knight. Way to change the flow, push that ball all the way to the outside. It was really difficult for the middle to close.
Swanson with the hit from the middle. Try to return the favor with Davis.
Yeah. That was a great run by Davis. So, yeah, dig to kill for Davis that time. There's a good connection just right off of Izzy's left hand. Okay, so now they cut the lead to 4.
And here we go. Gruner tips one to the backside.
Yeah, that was a really beautiful play. So you had Lauren running for that set and Mia right behind. Ariel made a good choice going to Mia, and she loves tipping back to that line.
Bruner on the backside taking her time once
There's
again.
Mia back at the line again.
Nice serve, almost came away with the ace there. Defense able to get to it. Rick
nice
into the block.
Ooh.
Ariel Rick trying to find the hole there. So pops that up. They go to Aurora. Rick and finds a shot to the back
beautiful
corner.
shot by Aurora. Again, May Rivers just kind of hanging around, keep covering, keeps playing defense until we can get that patience to put the ball away. Another beautiful line shot by Aurora. And here we got our best server back on the line. Sorry, May Rivers' best server. Oh, I jinxed her. I did. I put it out in the universe. That was my fault. I'll take credit for that. My fault.
It's inevitable. It's going to happen.
I know.
It's the broadcaster's jinx. As soon as you say it,
did.
the opposite happens. It
Actually,
happens all the time.
Yeah, when we're coaching on the sideline, when you put it out in the universe, oops.
Gillespie on the serve there for Pickens. Playing great. Chapman trying to go one-on-one with Rick. Gonna pop that one in the air after getting on a block, and that one set too far into the net for him.
Yep, Chapman's still fighting for her team out there, doing her best as she can with any ball that's coming her way.
Gillespie on the serve, Rick to Rick on the connection. Chapman on the dig, calling for it, hit on the outside. Ricocheting that one off the block. They go to Rick. Chapman trying to get up there for the block. Changes the shot.
Yep, and she just, the ball was set a little bit too far outside the antenna. Ariel had a hard time adjusting to that with her feet, and then just the ball got away from her a little bit. It was a good choice, by Mia.
And the first time out by Coach Hedrick here in set number 3. As they close that up to 8-point lead, now down to 3. So we'll step away for a moment, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back here on Beaufort Zone. Welcome back, everybody, into set number 3, 1-1. We are tied here, but 22-19 here in this set. Pickens closing the lead, trying to get back in.
Ooh.
And Clarkson attack into the net. Unfortunate this far deep into when you want to start the comeback. That's not what you want to see after the timeout call. You know that was by May River still.
That was not a great time to miss that hit by Pickens, especially coming right off the timeout.
And Swanson coming up from the middle.
Yep, May River's doing a good job of getting the ball to their big hitter, Lauren. That was a great pass, great set, and good swing by Lauren. Game point. Ooh, way to get that ball.
Bruner Duncan. Hendricks able to get the dig. They go to Chapman playing off the block. Swanson and Rick on the outside going back to Chapman.
Nice up. Aurora? Wow.
And Rick, nice one-hander there.
That was impressive.
Bruner the set. Duncan, the freshman.
Yep.
Just to drop that right behind the block.
Nope.
Hendricks gets that one over. Bodies everywhere, but 20-24 the score. And a load of run is going to need by Pickens here if they want to avoid going down 2-1. Serve right there by Murrow. They're going to dunk in the freshman. Off the fingertips into the arms of Gillespie. Chapman, strong hit, popped up by Skirtage.
Yeah. That was
out.
Yep, great swing by Chapman. That was a nice dig by Gillespie as well off Duncan's deep corner shot. And then set out all the way outside to Chapman, and then Skirtage just couldn't handle, keep that dig under control.
Murrow once again on the serve. Skirtage in the air with
That's
it.
That play. They love that play.
Chapman, soft touch. Bruner to one knee.
Oh, goodness, Lauren.
Swanson, opposition. Nice one-hander there by Skirtage. Duncan close to the net.
Yeah, tough ball. Not much she could do. Not much she could do with that. So it's really hard to keep yourself centered when you're playing under this amount of pressure, both teams.
And one more point.
Yep, this is the third game point for May River.
Yeah, one more point by Pickens, and then May River have to go to, well, 2 more points, they have to go to 26, should I say. Skirtage. Swanson sends it over. Morrow gets the dig. Cross court to Chapman. Calling forward. And 23, Pickens not giving up. And man, listen, Chapman.
Yeah, Chapman's really kind of putting her team on her back at this point in time. And that was a great aggressive swing. That's what a senior does for you. You know, a senior leader like Chapman, you know, who's just going out there, going for it every single play. She's not scared. She's playing fearless volleyball, and that's what wins championships, to be honest with you.
And this is it, and the crowd is in it, top and bottom row there for the Pickens Blue Flame. And what else are you looking for here? And this match, you want to talk about energy. You want to talk about a normal regular game, 25-21. You want to talk about a blowout game by May River. You want to talk about what if a possible comeback. What if Pickens is able to come back and win this set? You see a comeback in there as well. All the possibilities. You talk about a state championship.
I mean, you can't ask for more out of a state championship than this. I mean, this is a nail-biter. Both teams are playing phenomenal volleyball. It's great to see their senior captains leading their team.
Chloe Morrow on the serve. Lady Blue Flame. Sends it over. Skirtage in the air. Sneak attack there by Gruner. Tries to send it over.
Nice.
They give it right back to her. She says it's a sneaky. Rick on the attack there for the Seahawks. They go to Chapman. And Chapman gets the kill.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she hit the net there or not. Can you see that on the follow-through? Nope, she did not. Net didn't even move. Yeah, it was a great play by Chapman and wonderful defense by Pickens to get themselves back in this game.
Kaylin Chapman being aggressive. That serve too far. 25 just couldn't finish it.
I think that's, that's got to be nerves there.
And win by 2, ladies and gentlemen. Win by 2.
Yep, so May River gets what? Is this her 5th or 6th game point here? I think I lost track.
Multiple attempts. Yeah, I don't have track either. Ooh, Chapman getting tied up with
nice
Rick
job
there.
Covering herself.
Chapman going back over. Goes over.
Yeah, that's a tough ball. She's done a great job of mixing it up. So Chapman will take a hard swing. That ball was a great tip, quick to the floor. So not much you can do about that on the defensive side for May River. 25-25.
Ashlyn Knight. Sends it over. Duncan, bottom of your screen. She grabs 26 for May River.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pass, great set, and wonderful poise by the freshman Duncan on the outside. She likes to drop it right in front of the defender. Way to use that block too and muscle it through.
Ariel Rick on the serve. Hendricks puts it into the air. They go to Chapman backside. Harden pops it up, but man, it's all the way to the bleachers.
Wow.
Rick goes to get it over to Gruner. Nice defense by the Lady Sharks. Chapman back again.
They are just feeding her every point. Wow.
And then at this point, I kind of want to cue a highlight every time Kaylin Chapman makes a play.
I'm telling you.
Chapman also on the serve now. They go to Gruner off the block.
Ooh. Nice block. Nice block by Pickens. You know, way to get themselves, you know, back into this game. Tough miss. It was a little bit of a miscommunication there. I think Trawick could have or should have stepped in and take that second ball.
Chapman looking to get the
Chapman
final point here.
On the line.
They got a chance to win it here. They got to win by 2.
Oh, nice angle by Duncan.
They've already gotten the lead. Ooh. The block, Duncan right there. Chapman sends it over, light touch, just enough to get it over the net. Trawick to Duncan, soft touch. Nice defense right there by Knight.
Wow.
And can't get it, and Pickens.
What a game.
And oh my,
Wow.
Pickens rallies back after being
Yeah.
down by 7 here in this set
Wow.
to win 28-26 to take set number 3.
Yeah, Kaylin Chapman. Sorry, I hope she's furthering her volleyball career at the next level because she is just a absolute determined, intense, hard worker. I mean, she just kind of willed that into existence, to be honest with you. And everybody came together really well on Pickens' side, and I think that's, says a lot about their leadership, both on and off the court.
It does, and I mean, you want to talk about, a player, and, a lot of people, LeVar Ball's a little bit of an over-dramatic kind of guy, but he said one thing one time. He said he always told his boys, he said, if you win the game, you thank your teammates. If you lose the game, ask what could I have done more to help my team win.
Absolutely.
And I don't think win or lose, I don't think Kaylin Chapman is going to have to answer that question because she left it all out here on the court here tonight. But set number 4 on the way. Pickens with the 2-1 lead over May River. We'll be back.
Okay, we'll be back.
Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app.
Beaufort is the kind of place you never want to leave. So what better place to build, live out dreams, and carve the future? A place for creators to converge and connect. The innovators, the moneymakers, the collaborators, those who imagine a new Beaufort and beyond. A place that intersects diversity, deep historical roots, and modern technological advancements. A place to scale your business and build your brand. We're the Beaufort Digital Corridor, your co-working space, business incubator, and technological hub. Welcome to your place to do more.
Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app.
Beaufort is the kind of place you never want to leave. So what better place to build, live out dreams, and carve the future? A place for creators to converge and connect. The innovators, the moneymakers, the collaborators, those who imagine a new Beaufort and beyond. A place that intersects diversity, deep historical roots, and modern technological advancements. A place to scale your business and build your brand. We're the Beaufort Digital Corridor, your co-working space, business incubator, and technological hub. Welcome to your place to do more.
Watch your community in action. Beaufort County TV is your home for everything Beaufort County. From meetings to live events to original programming and more. You can find BCTV on your local cable channel, on YouTube, at BeaufortCounty.tv, or on the BCTV app.
Beaufort is the kind of place you never want to leave.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on Beaufort Zone. What a thrilling comeback it was in set number 3 for Pickens to take the lead 2-1. Mia Gruner on the serve, Kaylin Chapman with point number 1. Who else would it be but Kaylin Chapman?
Yeah. So Pickens did a great job of knowing what they needed to do to win that last game, and that was to get the ball to Chapman, and she was unstoppable.
Skirtage, one-hander there to save that one. Set in the middle towards the back row there. Charlie Abercrombie with the attack. Rick on the attack outside.
Great dig by Hendricks.
Nice power there, nice big, like you said, by Hendricks with the tied up there where the Sharks, and ripped her attack into the net. Block not necessary for Pickens.
Yep.
2-0, up goes Pickens.
That was a nice another long rally. Okay, May River's gonna kind of settle down and you know, what I was telling before about Ted Lasso, be that goldfish, forget about it. Nothing you do about it now.
And Chapman, her serve into the net, and man, Kaylin Chapman.
Off to a 3-0 lead for Pickens. You know, May River's got to do something to stop their momentum here and do it with authority. Ooh.
Her serve into the net, and Kaylin Chapman. And listen, I know there's not too many. I don't know if there's any volleyball games out there, and if they are, they aren't too popular. But man, if this was basketball, football, or anything, Kaylin Chapman would have so many logos around her. She'd be on fire, whatever you want to call it. And Swanson. Says there's some intensity.
Yep, that's how you get them back in the game. You know, and at the end of that last game, you know, we talk about playing inspirational volleyball. We talk about that a lot in practice, and it inspires everyone else around you to do better. That's what she did in that last game.
Dive into the ground. Bruno sends it over. To the ground. Bruno the pass into the bleachers. Rick tried to save it, but couldn't get it to curl back to the court.
Another slight miscommunication by May River. Yeah, I would prefer that, you know, the middle back take the ball, so then Mia could transition up the set.
Hendricks on the serve. Duncan takes care of it. Swanson in the middle. She's blocked up front. Gillespie and Abercrombie, I believe that was. Or Davis. Trying to play it off the referee stand. And another point there for the Lady Blue Flame of Pickens.
Yep, that was a nice shot by Davis. Good spot. And, you know, I think earlier in the match, like those were the balls that we were picking up with more control, so we could at least take a good swing on the ball. I'm sorry, May River. I don't mean to say we.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. No, getting into the swing of things.
Great serve by Hendricks. Nice ace. Pickens out to a 5-2 lead, or 6-2. I'm sorry, 6-2 in game 4.
And yeah, it's hard. I've been trying to keep up the score. They got 2 scoreboards, and I don't know if she has to adjust them individually. But if you ever try to look at them both at the same time, they're adjusting there pretty much at the last second. Hendricks with the serve. That one towards the line there. The block
nice
up front.
Coverage.
Yeah. And Davis with the kill in the middle.
Yep, she's using the equipment there. She definitely got some help off of the net, but a good connection in the middle. Way to get up there and get up there quick. By Davis. Again, she's a freshman. She's one to watch moving forward.
Hendricks sends another for the Blue Flame, and there goes Swanson.
Yeah, Lauren's in that senior leadership role too, her captainship, and she's trying her best to play her inspirational volleyball, putting those last 2 kills away with authority.
You want to see Swanson get going here, set 4 with the money on the line. Davis calls for it, but they go to Gillespie. Gruner outside, Duncan with the head sneak right there by Knight to send it over. Gillespie just tips it. And they're going to call 4 touches on the river.
I thought she even reached over the net, touched the net, and touched the ball. I thought Gillespie did.
Well, we had our fair share of close calls.
Yeah, right?
Tonight.
I wish we could get that one on instant replay.
Here we go, Rick, top of your screen, off the nets.
There you go. So yeah, Ariel's starting to use the equipment there. She got a nice little roll off the top of the tape, dropping it inbounds. Great shot by Ariel. Good choice by Mia.
And the serve just too far for Rick. Something
Yeah,
that,
you can't afford that in a game like this, especially when you just did something amazing to get some momentum on your side, and it just kind of is a momentum killer.
especially when you're the one that leads your team in serving aces so far this season, you kind of count on you in this moment right here to make a play.
Right.
A 9,
Yep,
10
good timeout call here by Coach Hedrick. She's got to reset her team. The girls need to reset their minds, and you know, Pickens has done a good job of turning the ball around in transition too, but I think May River's just kind of giving away a lot of their points at this point, giving them their points.
And we'll take a break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back here on Beaufort Zone.
Wait, what?
See, you see it now.
Yeah, right.
Right before the timeout break. When they switch the scoreboard, it looks crazy.
Yeah, right. So
we'll be right back.
It's 10-4.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, out of the timeout break. 10-4, the Lady Blue Flame of Pickens Gillespie on the serve there. They're going to dunk it, and her shot off the block. Who else? Kaylin Chapman.
Yeah. You know, I think they need to just kind of take a look at where their block is, maybe move their offense around a little bit more. You know, like I said before, Chapman's just kind of raised her level of play. I'd keep the ball away from her as much as I could.
Gillespie sends it over. Rick opposite side there to serve to Gruner. They go to Chapman. Strong attack. Harden able to get the dig. Good defense there by May River. Gillespie barely handled that one, but just enough for them to send it back. Trewick in the air going to Gruner on the attack. Just a little bit too far over the line.
Yep. Again, both teams are just kind of hanging around and watch. You know, both teams are playing great defense. It's really a struggle for either team to put the ball away right now.
Pickens, foot on the gas. Duncan takes care of it. The hit in the middle. Francis Scotty, not so fast.
Yeah, beautiful connection. Way to mix it up. Get the ball to Ella. I think that's her first kill of the night. Excuse me, afternoon.
Or morning. It's still 11:45.
Is it really?
And there we go, a little bit of misdirection. Chapman, nice block by Gruner right there. They're going right back to Chapman, and Gruner with another.
Yep. Yeah, nice block by Mia that time to kind of combat what Chapman's doing, and then she just set that next one into the net.
Top 2 plays in the middle on Chapman, who's been on fire. It's amazing here so far. A little bit of misdirection there. Tried a directional attack there with Catlin. Working that side over there with Francis Scotty in. Davis.
Wow, what's all that net play?
She put some power in there. You saw Gruner kind of shake her hand off just a little bit there. She goes for soft touch on that one. And
wow,
nice
that was
play
a
by
fantastic up by Gillespie, too. Way to read and release. She was right there, just a little bit out on the other side. So May River's cut the lead to 5 now.
Chapman attacks off the ground there, comes back up to send it. Kaylin Chapman.
Yeah, she's just doing it all on her own that time. So that was a great the first swing she took. Trevor couldn't handle it and just passed it right into the plane of the net, and she just bombed it. There's got to be a dent on the floor on the other side. That was way to be up by Chapman.
Morrow on the serve. Harden pass over to Rick. Sets it for Rick on the connection. Strong attack attempt, but here comes Chapman coming back.
She's played an absolute solid game. It was a great set, too, by Clarkson. Setters don't necessarily get a lot of the praise, but she's making her look good, Clarkson. All right, so if May River's going to get back into this match, they got to, do something and do it quick.
Serve, skirted, sends it over. Hendricks down low to the ground. Chapman, this time the block good by Swanson and Gruner. Catlin sends it back over the net. Rick evades the block on her attack. They go to Chapman and ricochets off the block that time of Swanson and Gruner. And man, oh man.
Yeah, it was off Mia's hands again. I think she's a little late. She's got to get up and over before she swings because Chapman's got a real quick swing right now. So she's got to go up a little bit faster and get that ball before it comes over, passes the plane of the net.
Rick on the attack there, runs into the block. They set it in the middle that time for Abercrombie. Forcing Rick to go to the ground. Gruner, high one, just too far out of bounds. That's 16 for Pickens.
Yep. May River's just kind of making uncharacteristic mistakes that they really I haven't seen them make in 3 games now. Because I was at the Bishop England game, the Aiken game, and now this one.
And Hendricks and Pickens run into each other there. A little bit of rough fall there as that one sails far. Hendricks is going to be okay. Kind of limped back up, but it looks like she's okay as she's going to stay into the match. Yeah, hopefully she's okay. Don't want to see anybody go out in the state championship game of this magnitude. They're fighting and on the verge of winning. She's limping.
Oh, great shot.
And a great shot.
That's a great shot by Clarkson. Yeah, way to turn it right in that deep corner. I mean, that ball's going to go down every time.
And they might got to take Hendricks out. She's limping a little bit. Even if I'm May River, you want to talk about sportsmanship and competition. That's exactly where that kill would go if I was May River.
Yeah.
But they got to hit the gas now. They got to hit it fast. They got
Absolutely. Yep.
You got sports mode, track hawk mode.
Yep. This is where you
got to let it go.
Yep. You got to leave everything on the floor at this point.
Bruner saves that one. Had the sky out of bounds for that one. Hendricks takes care of the dig in the middle. No one on the back line. Charlie Abercrombie.
Yeah, that was a great shot. Great shot by the freshman Abercrombie. She's done a solid job for this team tonight, too. Especially for freshmen being in the middle because it is such a pivotal role. You work and you work and you work. And you don't necessarily get set all the time either when you're in middle.
Low set. Swanson comes in there.
Yep.
It's set in the middle. Abercrombie was calling forward.
Oh, my goodness.
But Lily Clarkson.
Yep. Another great shot by Clarkson down the line. She's done a good job of mixing it up. Like I remember in the games 1 and game 2, she was only going with that sharp angle, and now she's mixing it up going down the line.
Hendricks on the serve, right into the arms of Duncan. They go Swanson. Trying to get the hit in the middle as Knight pops it up into the air. Going to the set, middle, Swanson.
Nice up by Gillespie.
And they're trying to work Swanson in the middle. That one too far, couldn't get it past the marker.
Yeah, Taylor couldn't control that dig. As a collective, the team needs to come together. The best teams win, and you can just kind of feel the breakdown of the May River team, and you can feel the cohesiveness with Pickens on the other side.
And a 10-point lead for the Lady Blue Flames, looking more and more likely with a 2-1 lead that they're going to be the state champions here. Still got to finish, though, as they also had a comeback in set number 3. And here we go, Knight behind her to Clarkson.
Nice up by Treywick. Oh, goodness.
Bruner to Rick, able to get that over. Hendricks pops that up in the air. Here we go, Duncan, her kill.
Yep.
Block by
Duncan
the
just a
Lady Blue
little
Flames.
early on that. Like, this is where, we talk about at the end of games, you got to dig deep. You got to play your inspiring volleyball and lift everybody else around you to that level that you need to get to win.
Hendricks sends it over. Bruner to Duncan, cross court. Gillespie on the dig. They go right back to her. Dropping down to a knee with skirted. Here we go. Duncan blocked in the middle by Davis. That time, Iowa tried to go over the block. That's 22.
So frustrated, and Pickens is frustrating them because they're just digging and digging and digging, and May River is just struggling to put the ball down. And defense, is winning this game for them right now.
Swanton almost came away with the kill there.
That was
Chapman
a fantastic diving dig by Knight.
and Rick trying to get the kill, but that's out. That's 23, 2 more points for Pickens.
Yeah, nice job by Pickens. Good connection with Lauren on that back one again from Gruner and getting that kill.
Duncan able to send that one over. They go back to Chapman. Chapman put a little bit of fire on that one.
That was an amazing swing. Wow.
And that one too
and
far.
just got away from Duncan a little bit.
And one more point here for the Lady Blue Flame. And going back to serve, Lily Clarkson. Duncan pops it over. Francis Scotty.
Francis Scotty.
Get to the end
Good
of the middle on the
connection.
block.
Yeah.
24-12. Still a long way to go without giving up a single point. Here comes Rick. Sends it over. Hendricks. In the middle, backside, they go to Gillespie.
Good dig.
Here we go. Hendricks. They go to Chapman trying to get the final point.
Oh, my goodness.
And who else? Treywick able
hustle.
to save it. Duncan gets it back over. Chapman the dig, and in the middle, Davis. And Davis has the final point.
Oh, congratulations to Pickens. What a phenomenal game. Great fight from those girls. And well-deserved win. And congratulations to May River for having an absolutely wonderful, historic season and making it all the way here. We're very proud of all of these girls that came out and just gave everything that they had in this match.
That was a great fight indeed, but your Pickens Lady Blue Flame are your 2024 South Carolina High School League 4A Girls Volleyball State Champions.
Yeah, that game 3 was the pivotal game. I think it would have been a lot different if May River would have been able to pull out.
Yeah, that was
3.
tough, and it wasn't even the fact that they won that set. It was how they won that set, coming back, being down by 6 or 7 in that set, and May River already getting the 21st, getting the 24 first. They got the 25 first, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And they just kept fighting and coming back and able to take the lead, change, and win. And you see Hendricks there on the edge of the screen. She was in pain but wanted to stay on the court for those final moments in this state championship, man.
She definitely is favoring that ankle.
Well, as a senior, you understand why she wanted to stay on the court. She wanted to win this, in her senior year, and definitely bringing it home.
It's so great to see these girls in tears with their coaches celebrating this win. I mean, it was hard fought, and that's exactly what you the only thing you can ever ask for from all your players is to just give it everything that they have all the time. And the May River girls did that as well. They just came out a little bit short, and it's really hard to recover, after you lost. When you were up, I think it was 24-20 in game 3. So that was definitely a heartbreaking loss. But anyway, I want to thank Javon for allowing me the privilege to be able to commentate on these games. I love this wonderful sport of volleyball, and to be able to share my love and my passion and my knowledge of the game with other people just brings me so much joy. And I am very grateful that I had this opportunity. So thank you.
Yeah, man, it was great having you on for these last 2 games. I've been calling volleyball games mostly solo by myself for most of the season. Been looking for some volleyball commentary, just someone to be able to ping off of and talk to and to bring some more insight into the game. And man, coming into the final stretch of 2 of the biggest games of the year, it's definitely been a pleasure having you on as we get ready for the trophy presentations here on the floor. The athletic directors for both schools down there.
Oh, this is just wonderful.
At this time, we would like to recognize the school dignitaries from May River High School. Athletic Director Jermaine Pickens and District Athletic Director Dr. Carlos K. Also, the Principal Carmen Webb. The Watermark Trophy is being presented by the Associate Commissioner of the South Carolina High School League, Amy Loser, to Athletic Director Pickens. And now, head coach Morgan Hensman will accept the trophy on behalf of her team. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2024-25 Class 4A State runner-up May River High School. Congratulations, girls. Now we would like to recognize the school dignitaries for Pickens High School. Principal Lauren Korn. And athletic director Chad Smith. And Associate Commissioner Loser will
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the trophy presentations here on the Beaufort Zone for the 2024 4A Girls Volleyball State Championship here in the South Carolina High School League. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. End of our volleyball coverage has been a wonderful season so far. We've seen some great ups and downs between all teams. We want to talk about a competitive division. The surprise by Hilton Head in the middle of that region there, coming
absolutely.
on strong near the end, almost taking down everybody except Bishop England.
Yep.
That was just a crazy region run there between all these teams as well. The state championship run here, runner-up run by May River as well. It's been a great season. Enjoyed Julie Bigger coming on here in the last couple of games here. It's been awesome.
Yeah,
Do you
again,
have any
I want
closing thoughts?
to thank you. It's been so much fun for me to watch, the May River girls come out here and represent the Low Country, and the wonderful competitive region that we have had, and to see them come this far has just been a joy for me. So thank you for allowing me to be a part of it, and congrats to the May River girls. I know that they're disappointed, but there's nothing to hang your head about. Making it this far and making a good showing and leaving everything that you had on the court, you should be very proud of yourselves and the way that you carried yourselves all season, and how you finished. So congrats to them and to Pickens for winning, obviously.
So once again, congratulations to your state champions, the Pickens Lady Blue Flame, and shout out to our hometown state runner-ups, the May River Sharks, making history here, the first, hopefully, of many in a new program and a new tenure here by Coach Hedrick, leading the charge here. I want to thank everybody for tuning on. My name is Javon Livingston. Alongside me has been Julie Bigger, and until next season, good night.
Thank you.